Good morning, everyone. Those who are joining us live, and even though we're in our own Zoom rooms, it feels like we're all braving the weather in our own parts of the world. And then welcome to those who listen to the recording later. It's lovely to be back with you. I missed you last week, and Pips and I set out on our journey very far north into Pafuri Gate to drop her off for her 55 days of eco training. So, and it was such a beautiful full moon there and in other parts of the country, I believe. And it's last week was full moon in Leo, and Leo is all connected to the heart and heart energy and to our essence. And it was also Valentine's Day last week, which is in its essence also a celebration of love. And so there's a lot that's energetically and guiding us back to our heart space and back to love. And we realize that there's so much that we can't control, like the weather and things that happen to us and to loved ones, but we can affect our frequencies, and we can bring ourselves back to love with every interaction that we do, and we can use our breath as an anchor for that. There's such a lovely analogy because we can so easily slip into victimhood and anxiety and constant worry. Um, and there is so much going on for so many people at the moment. But we have to change things on the inside before they will change on the outside. It's a little bit like looking in the mirror and seeing a grumpy face or an anxious face. We can't change that face in the mirror. We have to change our own face before we see those changes. And so we can't wait until we see a happy face till things are perfect on the outside before we feel better. And so the only way we can really affect this change is by learning to drop into our body, to anchor ourselves with our breath, to come back to our heart space and to our bodies. And just to be able to connect with our heart coherence, which we know by the work of the HeartMath Institute that the heart emanates more energy and power than the head. And the more time that we spend there, the more we strengthen our own frequency and our vibration. And so something that really helps us is to go around our day looking for things to be grateful for and to admire and to absorb so that we can really tap into them at times when the world feels quite scary or the world feels quite hard. And learn to bring these things into our heart space. Also, even just learning to drop into just bringing a gentle smile to our face, or humming, or music, or walking barefoot on the grass. These are all things that really help to ground us and to help us remind us that we are held and that we are held in love. And sometimes it's the hardest thing to bring a smile, but that's the only way we'll change the face looking back at us. So I just love the advice of Julia Fehrenbacher. I've quoted her many times, and this is one of my poems that I love to read when things feel like they're a lot. So I invite you just to let these words settle in your heart space, and in your body as we read about the cure for it all or learn about the cure for it all. So just taking a deep breath in and letting it go, perhaps focusing on our face and inviting a gentle softening to our face, our forehead, our eyes, our cheeks, perhaps even inviting a gentle smile. Go gently today. Don't hurry or think about the next thing. Walk with the quiet trees. Can you believe how brave they are? How kind? Model your life after theirs. Blow kisses at yourself in the mirror, especially when you think you've messed up. Forgive yourself for not meeting your unreasonable expectations. Praise fresh air, clean water, good dogs. Spin something from joy. Open a window even if it's cold outside. Sit. Close your eyes. Breathe. Allow. Allow the river of it all to pulse through eyelashes, fingertips, bare toes. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe until you feel your bigness, until the sun rises in your veins. Breathe until you stop needing anything to be different. So just taking a few breaths, softening into our bodies. Noticing feet on floor, our seat in our chairs, or on our cushions. Expanding our posture so that we open our neck and shoulders, so that our head reaches up towards the heavens. So that we sit engaged with an upright dignity. Just noticing as we do so, a coming home, a coming back to our bodies. We're just going to read this one more time. Go gently today. Don't hurry or think about the next thing. Walk with the quiet trees. Can you believe how brave they are? How kind. Model your life after theirs. Blow kisses at yourself in the mirror, especially when you think you've messed up. Forgive yourself for not meeting your unreasonable expectations. Praise fresh air, clean water, good dogs. Spin something from joy. Open a window even if it's cold outside. Sit. Close your eyes. Breathe. Allow. Allow the river of it all to pulse through eyelashes, fingertips, bare toes. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe until you feel your bigness, until the sun rises in your veins. Breathe until you stop needing anything to be different. So just following each breath, breathing in and breathing out. Following each breath from your nostrils to the back of your throat, down into your heart space, into your chest, settling into your belly. In your own time, in your own spaciousness. Just following each breath. When your thoughts start to wander, just bringing them back to this breath. to air entering nostrils, filling up chest, settling in belly. Just gently scanning through your body and noticing if there's areas of tension or tightness, areas where you're holding on. Perhaps these might be neck and shoulders or belly or forehead, jaw. Just noticing if there's any tension sitting in your body. And then settling into that space and offering it a gentle smile, a gentle softening. Not forcing anything, not changing anything, but just allowing a space for softening or gentleness to arise. And then breathing in, expanding into our bodies. And breathing out, gently relaxing into our bodies. Just assuming the upright dignity like the quiet trees. Noticing how brave they are and how we can feel brave in our bodies when we assume their upright dignity. And we assume their strength in our bodies. And then with our breath, just following it into our heart space. And just settling here. Noticing any frequency or vibration or aliveness that sits in our heart space. You may want to anchor there by resting hands onto chest. And just inviting a gentle gratitude for fresh air, for clean water, for good dogs. And allowing for space for anything else that arises that you can offer gratitude for today. Perhaps loved ones, pets, the breath that sits in our bodies. Noticing as we tune into this sensation of gratitude, if it has a color or a texture or a light. And just dropping in another gratitude, something maybe from yesterday that arose, something that might have slipped under your radar, something from this morning. Just dropping in, noticing a softening, an expansion. Noticing if this expansion spreads, moves out through blood vessels, through arteries, into arterioles, into capillaries. Allowing the river of it all to pulse through our blood vessels, to our eyelashes, our fingertips, our bare toes. Just following each breath, noticing the expansion with each breath in our heart space. Gently guiding back your attention to your breath, to your heart space. Noticing our breath as an anchor that can guide us back to our heart space. Perhaps inviting an image of a loved one, can be a pet, a family member, a child, a grandchild, and just holding them in your heart space, tapping into a feeling of gratitude, of expansion. Noticing a love that sits, that expands as we give it away. enveloping ourselves and loved ones. Go gently today. Don't hurry or think about the next thing. Walk with the quiet trees. Can you believe how brave they are? How kind. Model your life after theirs. Blow kisses at yourself in the mirror, especially when you think you've messed up. Forgive yourself for not meeting your unreasonable expectations. Praise fresh air, clean water, good dogs. Spin something from joy. Open a window, even if it's cold outside. Sit, close your eyes, breathe, allow. Allow the river of it all to pulse through eyelashes, fingertips, bare toes. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe until you feel your bigness, until the sun rises in your veins. Breathe until you stop needing anything to be different. And so just focusing on the last few breaths, breathing in deeply, letting go with an exhale, a sigh. Breathing in deeply, sighing out. Just a few more, breathing in deeply, sighing out. And again. Putting down the things we so heavily carry and feeling into our bigness, feeling into the love, the light, the sun that's rising in our veins. Connecting to gratitude for this moment, for this time, for this body, however perfect or imperfect we might find it. For as Jon Kabat-Zinn says, when we are breathing, there's more right with us than wrong with us. And so just breathing and allowing, and then letting this breath drift up, letting go of images and sensations, allowing them to drift up like a balloon. And when you're ready, just moving into fingers and toes, rolling shoulders, neck, and slowly coming back to the room and the space. To names and faces on the screen. Holding ourselves gently as we go into this day. Thank you all. Mandy, it looks like you're about to present somewhere.
Yeah, and I'm starting my 5-day juicing. So
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
I've been so grateful for the summer shared. It's just been amazing. And next, one of my favorite oils is this past tense, the past tense roller. So if anybody wants to know a little bit more about it, I'm happy to share. I
Yeah,
just
it's a
find
lovely
it's I
roller.
don't go anywhere without it. But yeah, that was beautiful. Thank you. I'm at Standard Bank presenting to their grads.
Oh, wow. Well, we send the energy and love that we've shared here with you today. We hope that it will spill out from your heart space and your frequency to all the grads.
Thank you. Thanks so
Yeah.
much. Lovely.
And yeah, the past tense is definitely one of my favorite. It's great for, obviously, it's great for tension, but it's also great for headaches and back and neck pain. I know my mum loves it too. She doesn't go anywhere without it either. Mhm. Thank you all. Nice to see you, Gail. Both Gails, Gail Hamilton Brown and Gail Brooker. Welcome, Jean-Marie. Welcome, Jeanette. I didn't get a chance to see you. Welcome, Catherine, before we started. Sending you all love.
Thanks,
Welcome to
Nicola.
unmute. And if you've got any lovely poems to share as well, please always send on to me. It's lovely to have poems to guide us and to bring us home. Are you, Gail?
Thank you.
Found it again how to unmute. Dexter was lovely. I've been really busy the last couple of weeks, and it was just so nice just to listen to the sea and the wind and just be quiet. So thank you very much. And I got,
thanks for coming.
every time you read the poem, I got something different from it. It was amazing.
That's it. It's so full. There's so much in it. Yeah. There's so much to explore and so much to remind us.
Thank you.
Thanks, Gail. Thanks to you. Thanks for all the comments, everyone. And we'll see you next week.
Yep.
Okay. Sending love.
Thank you.
Bye.